guys, welcome back to our channel from House to Homestead. Today we are going to be doing some seed starting for our garden. Up here there is a very short growing season. I think we only have 85 or 89 days or something like that. We don't have very many growing days up here. So a lot of the seeds, even plants that normally you would just start directly in the ground, like shortly before, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the last frost, even some of those things we need to go ahead and start inside. So let me show you what I've got here. I've got a little, I guess you would call it maybe a greenhouse in a box kind of thing. So it comes with all of these little peat pods, and then it's got a little topper that you put on it, and it acts as like a little mini greenhouse so that you can get your seeds started. Travis is out building the shelf that this is going to sit on. We're also going to get another one of these, and we've got some half-gallon pots from some plants so we've gotten previously. We saved them, and we'll go ahead and put those, some of the things that we have to plant, like some lavender, and we're going to plant some potato seeds. I know you can plant potatoes like by cutting potatoes, but it can be difficult to get ones unless you're specifically getting organic that hasn't been treated with the growth inhibitor on it, the root inhibitor on it. So we just went ahead and got some seeds to try. They're heirloom seeds, so we're hoping that they will be really fun.
We don't have a good place in the house where we can just set them. So I'm going to build a shelf. I got a picture of one online, and I'm going to put together something like that. So hopefully it turns out a little even remotely similar, but as long as it's got, a couple shelves to put the seed trays on, that's my plan. So seed trays are about 22 inches, a little less than 22 inches long, less than a foot wide. So I think if I make it just about a foot deep and 48 inches, what's that, 4 feet? That's a lot, that's wide. I'd like to be able to get a couple of these on a shelf, but maybe I'll do 44 inches. They could stick out over the end a little. That's not really a problem. So, but I don't want them completely unsupported. But like if I looked at the table saw and it was sticking out that much, that would be fine. So maybe I'll make it 18. How about we make it 38 inches wide? It's a decent sized shelf. 38 inches by a foot. And then I think I want 2 shelves and then a very bottom shelf. So it'll be kind of like this, except this shelf, this first shelf above the bottom one, I need it to be 22 inches off the floor. That is right at the windowsill, and I don't want it down below the windowsill, so because it's going to go right up against the window.
Safety first.
right, there we have it. Nice, beautiful wood. Let's put it all together. So let's make the two sides first, and then we'll do the grooving for the long pieces. Okay, I just realized my first oops moment. This is what happens when you don't look at your notes from the day before and whatever. I have written down here 4.5 by 1.5 by 34.5 inches. Those are the 4 uprights. Guess what I just made 2 more of this morning? Those. Yeah. So I have 6 legs instead of 4 because for some reason I thought I got mixed up as to what lengths the legs were versus the shelf widths. So, oops, but oh well. I got to play with wood. I got to play with my power tools, so not too shabby. So I've got my marks for my bottom shelf and which side of my mark it's going to go on. And down here, 4 inches. Marks for my middle shelf at 20 inches and which side it's going to go on. And then the top is just going to go level with the top. Easy enough.
All right, I grabbed the directions just to make sure I'm doing it right. And it says to expand the little peat pellets by gradually adding 1/8 of a cup of warm water per pellet for a total of 10.5 cups to expand the entire package. So I went ahead and grabbed my watering can because I think, well, I thought maybe this would be easier, but it actually is not easier. Okay. So we're just going to now fake it till we make it here. We're just gonna, this is kind of like a ice tray where all the little sections are connected. Oh, they're starting to puff up. All right, and then the instructions say, when pellets are fully expanded up to about 1 to 1.5 inches, pour off any excess water, then gently pull back the netting on top of the pellets, fluff and level the surface of the peat. Sow 2 to 3 seeds per pellet, cover lightly with peat, place dome on tray, and keep in a warm location away from direct sunlight. All right, we're going to see if we can get a little bit more of a controlled pour here with this guy. Kind of, sort of, not really. Yeah, we're getting some poof. I don't know if you guys can see how much they're starting to puff up here. Okay. The kit came with some little markers that you could put, but we're going to have more than, I mean, this came with, what, 6? We're going to have more than 6 things planted. So I grabbed a notebook and I'm going to make a diagram of the planter so that I can keep track more easily of what is planted where. And we're going to try to do enough where there's like maybe one whole row of something, and then another row of something, and another row of something, so that it's, it's easier for us to tell what is what. All right, I've got my chart made. I've got my seeds lined up. You're supposed to remove the netting and then fluff up the peat a little bit. And I wasn't sure how I was supposed to do that, so I grabbed a fork. So I'm gonna try this. It says gently pull back netting on top of pellets, fluff, and then level the surface of the peat. Okay, so maybe we're supposed to go like this. Okay, and then we're gonna fluff it. Okay, and then we're gonna, oh my goodness, this is gonna take a minute now. All right, everything has been fluffed, everything has been opened. Still gonna keep my fork. All right, so we're gonna start here on this side. So watermelon and cantaloupe. Not gonna need a whole lot of that, so I'm gonna go ahead and share a row for that. So we're gonna do 3 watermelon and 3 cantaloupe. I'm not even sure if these will grow up here very well. I think I've had some coworkers say that they've been trying to grow them, and they don't seem to turn out. So we're gonna see what we got here. All right, so watermelon seeds, and we're gonna plant 3.
All right, let's pick 2 good ones for the top. Those will be good. Wow, I set those almost exactly the right distance apart. That was completely by accident. Wow. So I need another way to attach these to this. I think my plan of toenailing a screw, essentially running it up like that, isn't going to work. Because I think I'll hit this screw, or the other screw. Now, I don't know if I need another screw or not. That's actually pretty sturdy. Okay, I've decided I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Just one screw in the end. I think once the planks are in there, I don't think they'll be able to rotate. There we go. There's our plant shelf. How's it look?
It looks great.
I know, it's so cool.
I love it. Good job, babe.
Thanks. I made it myself. I'm gonna go get some dinner. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.